Thank God it's over. Thank God. Thank God for Sentinel. Alright, I hope I didn't mess anything up. It looks like everything's still good. Right, I can still see my mouse because I moved the screen a little bit. I need to make a separate one called visual novel scene. That way, if I messed up, I'll be okay. Bro, we didn't even train? All she needed is a look. Bro, we just mana transfer her. She didn't even train. I'm like, what the fuck? All she really did was just have sex with Senpai. And now she's stronger. We just mana transfer her. Now, she got all the Senpai skills.
いいよ。
いいよ。
私、セコンドに入りましょうか
No.
ありがたい話だけど、遠慮しとく。そういうのじゃないから、この試合は。わかりました。じゃあ、位置の確認とかだけでも。
I give this game credit. The A scenes are pretty good. I judge it too fast. One thing I learned, the first A scene is whack. But the second A scene might be a little bit better.
ありがとう。じゃあ、そこはお願いね。あと、審判はなし？お互いにちゃんとルールを守ればいいだけだし。わかりました。では、よろしくお願いします。よ
ろしくお願いします。
はいはい。じゃ、飛ぶにゃーん。
I hate that. Why you guys say it like that? You got this in the back, Mashiro.
はい。行くにゃ。
God damn it. Mashiro shouts her activation key and takes off. I look at Asuka. Please be normal, Asuka. Tell me your activation key. Sorry, I know you'd rather be participating for the tournament right now.
だってこの試合がどんなに大事か私にだってわかりますから。
Thanks. She's friends with all of us, so she understands what's on the line. In a sense, this match is like the final showdown.
戦った後でうまく解決するといいですね。
You buy a controller. That way I don't have to stretch out my arm just to press enter. Me too. That's the very reason we threw the gauntlets at Misaki. I narrow my eyes and look up at the playing field.
改めてよろしくお願いします。了解。本気でお願いしますね。はいはい。でも私の本気なんか大したことないよ。そんなことありません。美咲先輩の本気はよく知ってますから。それはどうかな。とにかくやろっか。はい。
Fuck! I can't. Oh my god! I can't look at Mashiro like this anymore. All I remember is the weird shit we just did. Alright, whatever. Misaki waves her hand down below. I just look at Misaki then. It's too awkward to look at her. Can I ask you to do that, Asuka?
私ですか？いいですけど。それでは行きますよ。いつでもどうぞ。よろしくお願いします。セット。
Misaki seemed completely relaxed, but it's clear how nervous Mashiro is. Did she really blow that whistle or she just said it? Ever since she blew the whistle. Well, I'm out of water too, so this better be the end. The moment Asuka mimics the sound of a whistle, there, see. The two of them propel their bodies past the starting line.
じゃ、私はセカンドラインで待ってるから、ゆっくり来てよ。
With a wave of her hand, Misaki jumps to second. Mashiro.
はい。
Don't fall for her tricks. She could just be acting like that so she can catch you off guard and take control of the match.
違うと思います。美咲先輩はただ普通にやっているだけだと思います。
Yeah, could be.
私のこと警戒なんかしてないと思います。ただ何も考えずに普通の気持ちというか、 ニュートラルな気持ちというか、とにかくただショートカットしただけだと思います。
What makes you think that?
だって私を惑わそうとするほど美咲先輩が私のこと警戒するわけないです。
That might be true, but you always want to consider the possibility.
どういうことですか？
If you corner yourself into thinking that way, you'll get careless.
油断ですか？
That's the right idea. If that's part of her strategy, you're already falling right for it.
美咲先輩の作戦だなんて私相手にそんなこと。
I'm just proposing hypothetically. If it were her strategy, she'd have you right where she wants you right now. And that's not good.
なりますね。
If you take her too lightly, you'll regret it later. Sharpen your focus and be on guard for anything she might be doing.
そうでしたね。美咲先輩と対面してちょっと気が抜けていたのかもしれません。わかりました。ちゃんとやります。
Man, I wish they didn't show me that H scene. I guess it was hype, I guess. God, it's hard to look at her now. All I remember is that weird exchange. That's the spirit. You learned the strategy, right? Rush her down and mix in some feints. But be careful so she doesn't catch you. Mashiro speeds forward and touches second. The score is now 1-0. Using her potion from it, she speeds up while making a gradual ascent. Here we go! Mashiro is a speeder, Saki's a fighter. In a speeder-fighter matchup, it's extremely common for whoever takes the momentum first to win the match. Will the speeder break through and cycle around the buoys, or will the fighter stop them? And the outcome of this match could very well be decided in a minute or so. After Mashiro reaches a certain altitude, she levels off and proceeds to fly horizontally. Our plan is for her to make use of gravity to swoop down at high speed toward the midway point between Misaki and third. She's not making a straight shot for it because that's the beginner move. Any good opponent will see through that. We don't want Misaki to stop Mashiro while she's still gaining speed. As long as there is enough distance between her and third, Mashiro has the ability to adjust her flight based on what action Misaki takes. If Misaki decides to head to third and guard it, all Mashiro has to do is fly at her, full speed. She not only knock Misaki away, but she'll be able to touch third after. A collision like that will allow Mashiro to preserve her forward momentum, since propulsion is relative. That's why the one trying to prevent the other from reaching a buoy never stands directly in front of it. Misaki takes up the position, then stops casually in Mashiro's path. She heaves a heavy sigh, then looks up at Mashiro. What's she thinking? Fighters do not have a high initial velocity, but just floating there won't help her win. In a breach of etiquette, in my opinion, but I pushed that aside and glanced over to Asuka.
Misaki-chan, どうしたんですか? どこか不調ですか? お腹が痛いんですか?
I can tell Asuka's panicking right now. Misaki, on the other hand, just maintains a nonchalant look on her face. Does she have some plan? Mashiro, stay focused.
わかってます。
She zooms forward, making use of feints while looking in directions other than trajectory, touching and showing to confuse Misaki about if she's going left or right. After initially leaning her body to the left, Mashiro do a sharp right lean and dashes past Misaki. Misaki just floats there with a smile on her face.
なるほどね。
Misaki follows Mashiro with her eyes, but doesn't move in any other way.
よいしょっと。
After getting visual confirmation of what Mashiro is about to make contact with third, Misaki shoots off towards the next line.
先輩。
An ancient tone in her voice echoes through my ears.
美咲先輩は何を考えてるんでしょうか。ただ浮かんでいるだけって。
No idea, but don't let your guard down.
分かってますけど、もしかして私と試合をする気なんかないんじゃ。
The scores are 100 points. That'll be enough to wake her up.
です ですね。そうですね。わかりました。行きます。
Keep flying, Mashiro.
はい。
Mashiro touch a third and accelerate down to the next line. Once again, Misaki just floating in place. Seriously, what the hell is her game plan?
行きます。
Mashiro used the same feints with her eyes and shoulder, while flying past at a sharp angle, diagonally upward towards Misaki. You know what I think Misaki's doing? She's getting data. You know, the first game is data. Second game, that's when you try to win. She's getting data right now. And Mashiro easily evades her. Misaki does the same thing as last time. She doesn't follow Mashiro, and instead jumps to the next line.
美咲先輩が何を考えていようと100点取るだけです。
That's the spirit. What's Misaki trying to pull here? Now she's just floating around the fourth line. Is she seriously not going to try to win? Mashiro keeping her motivation high by aiming to score 100 points, but is this really how she wants to win her match against Misaki? Is Misaki doing this to hurt her? No, I know her. She's not like that. Misaki definitely has a trick up her sleeve, Mashiro. She's not doing this match.
何かあったんですか？
Just trust me. Be ready for anything.
わかりました。
Here we go. As for Misaki. Huh? She's starting to circle around a horizontal loop. It's gonna only mean one thing. She's getting ready to intercept Mashiro.
美咲先輩。
Mashiro zouts out in Zillia's glee. Misaki simply beckons for her.
おいで、真っ白。行かせていただきます。
Stay calm.
わかってます。
I sure hope she does. Following the steep climb, Mashiro dives down. Misaki reacts and starts moving around in search of the best position for her to successfully intercept Mashiro. She isn't going to find it easy, you know. I know.
Hey, hey.
Mashiro makes several feints involving her lines of sight and upper body. In addition, she also walks left and right in a regular pace.
Yeah.
Right when she pretends like she's about to choose a direction, she also throws in these shouts to throw Misaki guard. If you're paying enough attention, just those shouts might make you instinctively move. Mashiro is using everything in her arsenal to fool Misaki. Misaki once told Mashiro that she isn't good at dealing with feints, which is why she's been working thoroughly on her feints during practice. You'd be hard-pressed to find a Skywalker who doesn't have trouble with these feints. And the more you try to read her action, the more confused you get. Or at least that's how it should be. But Misaki's quick to react. Misaki stands in an upright position and throws her arms like she's swimming. This motion is the initial wind-up that precedes a rapid climb. Mashiro reacts instantly and dives down at a much sharper angle. Something flickers through the back of my head for a moment. Careful! I've seen this exact situation in a match before. Misaki does a vertical 180 degree and shoot towards Mashiro from directly above her. Mashiro's back is wide open, and Misaki's hand is closing in fast. Mashiro is convinced that she already escaped her clutches, so the unexpected touch makes her completely lose balance. After Misaki recovers from the upward force of repulsion, she dives down toward Mashiro back again, taking advantage of the fact that she's still struggling to regain her balance. She successfully scored another point. That puts things at 3-2. Flying wide arcs and ramp up speed, then head diagonally downward. That was the exact same thing she did to Ichinose in the summer tournament. She was hesitant to fly after Ichinose back during that match, but now she's going right after Mashiro.
フェイント苦手だったんじゃないんですか？私が本当のこと言うわけないじゃん。
Mashiro has gained a considerable amount of speed. Any average fighter would have been too dissuaded by her speed to give chase, but not Misaki. Whenever Mashiro flies in an arc, she flies in the smaller ones, projecting where Mashiro would go, and taking the shortest path there. Man, she's really something else.
Bye bye!
Suddenly, after taking to Mashiro heels for the past minute or so, Misaki pulls away. She's heading straight for first. She treasures the bully and score her third point. Score 3-3. Still can't believe she evened the score like it was nothing. She was keeping track of her own position relative to the field by putting pressure on Mashiro. That's insane. Get it together, Mashiro. It's not over yet.
私の3点なんて美咲先輩がくれたようなものだから、本当は0対3ですよね。
That's not true. She didn't give you those points for free. She was sacrificing those points so she could get data. Stop worrying about that and jump to the first line before she touches the second. Come on, aren't you paying attention? She just touched first, so her plan is to go for the next one. Don't let her setback shake you up. Still got this.
Hi.
Losing isn't an option, Mashiro. She jumps into the first line and assumes her position near the second half of it, and she went to the center of it. She wouldn't have had time to prepare before Misaki reached her. By the time Mashiro reached the line, Misaki is already beyond the midway point. Don't wait, fly towards her!
Hi!
Mashiro isn't allowed to go for a second until she either made contact with Misaki or the path crossed. Speeders generally prefer more distance between them and their opponents, so a situation like this to approach them isn't ideal. After she realized that Mashiro is coming at her, Misaki raises her upper body to assume an upright position. Don't take her bait, Mashiro. She's trying to drag you into a dogfight. How?
だって挑発するってことは美咲先輩は私とちゃんと試合をするつもりってことですよね。
I guess.
勝つつもりじゃないと挑発なんかしませんよね。
I guess. You somehow managed to ignite the fire in her. Someone who didn't care to win would never outright provoke their opponent. Still, you don't want to play her game. Don't take the bait.
分かってます。
Fly until you reach her horizontal position. Then make a U-turn and shoot for a second. Whatever you do, don't let her get close to you.
Hi.
She only has to reach Misaki's position horizontally. Vertical distance doesn't matter. Once she does that, she can legally score by touching the next buoy. What she needs to do now is to close the distance horizontally while maintaining a sizable vertical distance between them. But she does that, she won't get roped into a dogfight.
Mashiro だって普通のスピーダーよりはバチバチできるんだからすればいいのに。
Mashiro ignores her provocation and inches closer.
そういうつまらないことをするなら逆に V を狙っちゃう。
Misaki accelerates towards the next buoy. Since Mashiro is flying in the opposite direction, Misaki passes her in no time. After her!
Hi!
Damn it, this is bad. Mashiro comes to a stop, turns around, flies after Misaki in hot pursuit. The better play was obviously to turn around and make a wide U-turn, since it will let her maintain speed. Calm down, Mashiro. If you were calm, you wouldn't have made such a rookie mistake. I almost feel like shouting at her, but that won't accomplish anything. Don't jump into the next line, Mashiro. Don't worry about touching second. Just keep chasing her and use your advantage. You can definitely catch her up. Misaki touches second, bring the score to 3-4. Misaki is now flying down the second line while Mashiro chases her. Then, presumably, having figured out Mashiro will eventually catch up, Misaki stops and starts circling the small.
そろそろバチバチやろうよ。しません。追い抜かせていただきます。
Mashiro once again makes use of her feints. Saki moves to the side. Perfect, she can get past her now. But the moment I think we have in the bag, Misaki moves to the opposite side. That makes it 3-5 now. Flying the wide arc can shake off with your speed. If Mashiro doesn't put some distance between them fast, Misaki just going to keep scoring more and more. She's panting hard. Damn it, this is just like the first time. There's nothing more stressful than falling for the same trap twice. That only speeds up the process of physical exhaustion. You feel hopeless, like your opponent is always one step ahead of you. I experienced this feeling myself. I can feel some section of my head burning up. It stings almost like poison. The image flashes through my mind. The day I quit. The day I turned my back on FC. The memories of that summer day come flooding in. What was once fun becomes stressful. Everything I did from that point onward was out of fear of someone overtaking me. And when the day soon came, I had a mental breakdown. I could no longer play FC. Mashiro. Will she be able to keep playing after being utterly dismantled by a player she vowed to be? I always believe it would be easier for her to just quit. Those thoughts swarm in my head. If I was playing, I would have given up on this match. A vision blurred blue. It's all coming back to me. The perfectly blue sky. The blurred image of my tears and overwhelming pain and resignation I felt. Back then, I was too dumbfounded to even move or realize what just happened. But you're not gonna give up yet, are you? How about I wipe away the cloud of blue and find Mashiro?
当たり前なこと聞かないでください。こんな時に私を試すなんて何を考えてるんですか？こっちは必死なんですよ。
Right. Fighting until the last breath is the only option in Mashiro's mind. She's a million times stronger than I ever was, and I couldn't be more proud of her for that. That's why I can't run away. I have a job to do as a second. I have to keep trying to get her to win until the bitter end. No, I will get her that win. Okay, so she's going after you right now, but at some point she'll stop and go for third. When she does that, chase her and make sure to maintain your speed this time.
Hi.
As much I'd rather have Mashiro shoot for third, that's not possible. Misaki easily in control of this match right now. If I make Mashiro go for third, Misaki will probably just stall her and swipe for another point, since she has the potential advantage at the moment. And that isn't bad enough. She'll probably be able to make a run for a third and score again. It won't matter how strong Mashiro is. If that's going to happen to her now, with the clock ticking down, she'll lose all her desire to keep going. Mashiro. I can see her stamina slowly chipping away the more Misaki follows her. So why doesn't Misaki just break away and go for third like she did last time? This is essentially the same thing I was making her do against Ichinose at the summer tournament. Back then, Ichinose couldn't do anything because Misaki kept circling around her, and that's how she won. This time, she plans to continually apply pressure on Mashiro by telling her, which will whittle down her energy. Honestly impressed she came up with this. I remember something I told her during her match against Ichinose. If you really want to win, do whatever it takes. I look up at her. I guess she really is going all out. It sure runs down my spine. Normally it would be the fighter Misaki who had the disadvantage in this situation, where her technical skills surpasses Mashiro, which will allow her to make up for that weakness. The biggest issue here is the amount of stress she's applying to Mashiro. It's mentally exhausting for someone chasing you right on your heels for such a long period of time. She may have me to tell her what to do, but she can't actually see her opponent. She doesn't know what might come her way and when. Playing completely in the dark. There's nothing more frightening. It's hard to deal with any potential attack, and since you can't see what's coming, you only imagine the worst. Don't think about anything other than shaking her off, okay?
Hi.
I replied with her may have sounded energetic, but there's no way she can not think about it. Oh shit. Opening theme. Well, not opening theme, but anime song. I know she has to be exhausted both mentally and physically, but she suddenly accelerates hard. Are you sure you can do this? Right, shake her off. Even though Mashiro cranked up her speed, Misaki follows right behind. I guess even she's getting tired at this point. Mashiro and Mike picks up Misaki's voice.
もう真白に勝ち目はないんだから諦めればいいじゃん。それで楽になるんじゃないかなと思うんだけど。
Mashiro just smiled in response.
美咲先輩は素直じゃありませんね。それってどういうことかな。ここで諦めるのが一番苦しいってことを言いたいんですよね。違う。ここでやめちゃえってことを言ってるの。また美咲先輩はすぐにそういう思ってもないことを言うんですから。私は思っていることしか言ってない。
Suddenly she raised her voice in anger.
努力が才能に勝てるわけない。私がいくら努力したって届かない場所があるの。今の真白ならわかるんじゃない。でも美咲先輩面白いですよね。面白いって何が。努力するってことがです。才能があろうがなかろうがそんなのどうでもいいじゃないですか。私今努力が楽しいです。
She's pulling an Oscar. That's what Oscar would say.
楽しくない。そんなの辛いだけ。そんなことありません。だって私は楽しいから今 FC をしてるんです。
That's what Oscar would say. I'll be honest. Mashiro starts to scissor while maintaining his speed. Misaku, still flying the straight lines, quickly forces ahead of Mashiro. Go, Mashiro!
分かってます。
She breaks off her swerving, then flies toward Misaki and reaches out her hand. That brings the score to 4-5. Go for third! Fly as fast as you can, don't look back! Mashiro utilized the force of repulsion for the touch and twists her body to jet off in the direction of third. Misaki tries to give chase, but Mashiro's going too fast. She won't be able to catch up in time to prevent her from touching third. She leans forward to accelerate down the third line. Mashiro touches third. The score is now up to 5-5. Man, here I thought the match was done for. You're doing it, Mashiro! Only 1 minute left on the clock, Mashiro. Whatever happens on this line decides the game.
わかりました。
Have you figured out how she's got through your fate twice?
わかりません。
Misaki tricking you into thinking she's falling for them. Her strategy is to make it seem like she's doing what you want her to. Then she'll quickly move to the opposite direction. You're the one falling for her fence.
そういえばそうだったかもしれません。
So that's why I want you to go one step beyond this time.
その上ですか。わかりました。やってみます。
Go get her, Mashiro. Whoever scores in this line will probably win the match. I gaze up at Mashiro's position with bated breath. You got this. I believe in her. Misaki is circling around the center of the third line, visibly exhausted.
一応言っておくけど、負けたくないって思ってるから。私もです。何が何でも勝ちます。何が何でもな。私もそういう強い気持ちが欲しかったな。今からでも持てばいいじゃないですか。行きます。
Mashiro rushes towards her, throwing feint after feint. Misaki moved her body sideways like she fell from one of her feints. Remember, Mashiro, the opposite! But even as those words enter my mind, I can't voice them to her. She only has a split second to make the right decision, so they won't reach her in time. Mashiro clenches her back muscle to lift her upper body, assumes her upright position and sharply brake. Following that, she flies straight to the spot Misaki blocked. But Misaki is no longer there. She only pretends to fall for the feint, meaning she moves in a way that catches Mashiro off guard to give herself the upper hand. Which means Misaki definitely won't be in the original spot she had blocked off. Misaki tries to force herself back to the original position and touches Mashiro's leg. Her gameplay was to throw her off balance with that and force a dark fight. Luckily, Mashiro brings her legs in and successfully manages to evade Misaki's grab. But that results in a slight loss of balance. Her speed drops, she falls diagonally downward. Mashiro! After regaining her balance, Mashiro flies a small arc as she shoots for third. Misaki lies right above the line. Mashiro has the speed, but Misaki's closer. Mashiro is closer now. She has this. But the moment her hand reaches for third, Misaki touches Mashiro's ankle from below and pushes her upward. And that unfortunately makes Mashiro somersault away from the bully. But that force of repulsion throws Misaki downward. And after recovering her balance, Misaki reaches up for the bully. Air kick turn. Now Mashiro! Mashiro, however, stops tumbling and curls up, stretching her body again. The move she's about to unleash is a beautiful yet mysterious quick turn that makes it seem like the player is kicking off the arrow. The technique is only possible because of the unique properties of the membrane. The legendary air kick turn. They touch the buoy at near identical times. But Mashiro is faster. Final score 6-5. Asuka's in awe of what she just witnessed. I kind of fucking knew it. I should have called it, but I didn't want to call it. I knew she was going to end it with an air kick turn because that's what she did. She was practicing air kick turn with Ishinose. Misaki. Damn. Burning my ears? Is that your way of getting back at me? What?
Misaki-chan?
After stomping the sand as hard as she can for a few seconds, she calmed down. Yeah? So, what now? Are you going to keep playing FC? Don't call it a oh. Mashiro. She just now lands. Her feet totters as she walks. I don't know if she's just that exhausted or she's still in disbelief that she actually managed to clutch out and win. The urge to give her a hug washes over me for a moment, but I quickly use my better judgment. Her eyes are focused on another person right now.
Mashiro.
With a wobbly step, Mashiro reaches out her hand. And that hand clasps Misaki. That's pretty cute.
捕まった。
Dang. Instead, Misaki is the one who now embraces Mashiro. I look up toward the sky without even thinking about it. It's beautiful, clear blue from horizon to horizon. Their quiet sounds are drowned out by the sounds of the waves. It's after school now. It's just another day of practice for our FC club. Well, maybe not. Some things have changed.
秋の大会は終わったけど、船浜 FC 部はノンストップでビシビシいくよ。みんなこのまどか新部長についてきて幸せになろう。なんで怪しい勧誘みたいになってんの？そこうるさいよ、出戻り。出戻りって言うな。
The first thing worth noting is that Monica is our new club president. Well, I made her take the position for me. Seeing how she's the most spirited person in our team, I think she's a good fit. Finally, Monica got something good for once. As for why I relinquished my position, well, that's because I decided to try something new. I'm still the coach, but now I'm also. Oh shit! Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. He's finally playing FC again. You know, I wanted this in an anime so much. They never give it to you, bro. That shit's whack. But in the visual novel, they made it up. I think the anime just bait. It's just a huge advertisement to go play their visual novel. That's what the anime was. It worked. How many years was that though? I was holding that for 4 years. English translation project got dropped. I was crushed. I gave up. I was like, damn, there's no way this game's ever going to get translated now. Look at me. 2020. I think this guy came out 2019 though. So that's pretty good. I'm glad this got translated. Don't forget, I'm still the coach here.
FC 部の選手としては私が先輩ですから。
Damn, she's the senpai. The smug line is kinda adorable. But she's right, so all I can do is nod reluctantly. You heard right. I'm now training as a player myself, and hopefully I'll even compete the next tournament.
まあまあ、マサヤは私が教えてあげるって。
You don't need to teach me anything. Misaki!
美咲先輩。行こう、マサヤ。どっか静かなところで教えてあげるよ。待って。
Misaki! Good blowing into my ear.
美咲先輩、最近ちょっとおかしいですよ。いやー、私気づいちゃったんだよね。
And what's that?
なんかさ、とりあえずマサヤをものにしとけば、この人生勝てるんじゃないかって。
Not this round, Misaki. I can't. I'm only Mashiro. Only Mashiro for this round.
行こう、マサヤ。ハイヨーヨーとか、ローヨーヨーとか、キスとか試してみよう。
She stole that from Mashiro. Ah man, I can't believe Mashiro said that. She said I want Senpai to do some high yo-yos and low yo-yos on me. I'm like, god damn it. Oh my god.
ダメです。
Mashiro forced herself between us.
ダメです。マサヤ先輩は私のです。私だけのなんです。部活の時間はみんなのマサヤでしょ。もっともそれ以外の時間も私のになっちゃうかもしれないけど。
God damn it, I try not to smile.
何するつもりですか。いいじゃん、ほら喜びなよ。真白の大好きな先輩と美咲先輩が仲良くしようとしてるんだからさ。それとこれとは話が別です。マサヤもさ、大きい方が好きじゃない？
Damn. Not fair. Not fair at all.
マサヤ先輩。
How is this my fault? Where's Oscar? Oscar!
ああ、こんなことならすべて美咲先輩なんか放っておけばよかったです。
Mashiro, that's a bit over the line. Well, maybe that's just what their relationship has become. They don't have to worry about upsetting each other with flippant remarks like that. For better or worse. Come on, no fighting, Yasu.
そうだね。
Misaki smiles sadly.
ええ、秋の大会でアスカ先輩がまさかあんなことになってしまうなんて。
Asuka lost.
たった3人きりの FC 部。
What? What the fuck happened to Asuka? Dude, did she die? There's no fucking way. What do you mean there's 3 of us? Guys?
ちょっと待ってください。
What the fuck? I'm like, what the hell? That's what I thought. Oh, I was about to get, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of getting upset. I thought they killed her off. I'm like, no. No, 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 no. Stop right there. Unable to bear the teasing any longer, Asuka interjects loudly.
今まで口喧嘩してたのに、私をいじるときだけ結託しないでください。私どうにもなってないです。
Good. This is perfect then.
大会成績もどうにもならなかったけどね。乾さん強すぎです。でも次はきっと勝ってみせます。
It's alright, Asuka. We're still second years. You have next year.
いやいや、次の大会は覇王美咲ちゃん無双って決まってますから。いえいえ、期待のホープ。
The dark horse.
真城には再来年があるじゃん。私の活躍って再来年になっちゃうんですか？
The silly banter between our close-knit team never stops.
っていうかさ、アスカちゃん抜いて3人きりの FC 部ってみんなナチュラルに新部長を忘れてなかったかな？
Don't worry, it's all part of the joke.
私の目を見ていってお願いだから。
It's hard to when teasing her is so fun. Ah! He finally fucking admitted. Finally! I was getting a little bit mad whenever he does that to Monica, but he admitted. He only teased her because it's so much fun. Because he always thrashed Monica for no reason. I'm like, damn, why you gotta be so cold-hearted? This is why he's so cold-hearted. Because he likes her a little bit. Just a little bit. If he finds teasing her so much fun, that means he at least like Monica this much at least. And that's enough for a round. Well, that's enough fooling around. We need to get practice started.
行こっか、マサよ。
Dude, this is Mashiro ending, right? Feels weird.
教えてほしいところがあ
What
り
the
ます。
fuck?
私も力になりますから。
What kind of ending is this? What the hell's going on?
ちょっと待って。
Oh! Let's fucking go! Oh yeah! Yeah! This is the best ending ever. And Mashiro's totally glaring at me. At least it's signed under order or Mashiro suddenly rushes up to me and takes my hand. What the hell?
行くにゃん。
She shouts her activation key, and an anti-graviton field is deployed around her since we're holding hands. Her body slowly floats up into the air at that point.
誰が何番だろうと構いませんけど、
Damn.
皆さん、私の後なんですから。
She's first. She's first. Aw, that's cute. Nani? Mashiro floating in mine, still rooted to the ground or connected as her lips touches mine. And the others, why are they making this? Instead of looking, I drive the scary thoughts away by focusing on other things. The beautiful blue sky overhead, and the sounds of the wave in the distance, and the calming smell of the sea breeze. Instead, in this moment, I just want to savor this kiss with my beautiful girlfriend. It's pretty good. That's a pretty good ending. Right? That's not that bad. I like that. That was a pretty good ending. I like that all three of them cling to Messiah. But then Mashiro had to take order. She had to put her foot down, take Messiah's hand, and then the kiss in the sky. That was pretty good. Overall, that's a route though. I think it's okay. I think that route was kind of whatever, to be honest. Mashiro is cute, but I don't know, man. Is she deserved of being best girl? To be honest, I still think Misaki's best girl. Right. And that's like vague memories of the anime. Like I barely remember what happened, but for some reason I still want to see Misaki's best girl. Look at that. Matt Skywalker is fucking censored. They're not going to spoil who Matt Skywalker is. I still think Mashiro's cute. Mashiro's cute, but man, that round is kind of weird. It's so vague. They didn't really explain Misaki and Mashiro relationship too much. Right. They just said that. I guess they kind of explained it, but they didn't be that there wasn't straightforward with it. Like Misaki hates udon, but she ate udon because she cares about Mashiro. So does that mean she really did extend her hand to help out Mashiro? I wish to tell us why. Why she helped her out like that? Finally over, finally over. That route was pretty good. I think it was pretty good. Not amazing. It's pretty good. Oh, there's more. Hold up. It might turn amazing. Things have finally settled down somewhere after the end of the fall tournament. And that means Mashiro and I can finally have our long-awaited first date. Damn, they have sex before the first date? Twice?
Senpai!
Wow. I forgot about that. Yeah. I thought we were having lunch first, Mashiro. I don't know what your definition of super awesome is, and in case you need me to remind you, the whole reason we're looking for a place to eat is because you scrapped our initial plan of doing some shopping. Yeah, that tends to happen. That's why making plans beforehand are usually the best idea. Well, we can do whatever you want, Mashiro. I'm just here to spend some time with you. Bruh, she's so fucking horny. Stop being horny, Mashiro. It certainly looked like she fell for it. I thought I'm trying to sweet talk her anyway. Man, she's so fucking horny. Well, we have the whole day. We'll take it slow. That way we can relax and enjoy ourselves. You really have a low attention span. Uh-oh. Is he trying to beat my ass? I guess. It's probably a difficult position for a father to be in, so I owe him for handling this in such a mature manner. Aww. They're gonna make him part of the family. You say he's acknowledging me. Sounds more like he's trying to bring me into the family. Damn, we gotta marry. You know, technically, we already promised Mashiro. We promised Mashiro that we'll marry her and take responsibility. So... Dang. All of those seem to be a little out of my reach at the moment. Even a salaryman? Also, all of those seem to have one thing in common for Mashiro. But that's not something I mind. I'll do my best to find something that works for both of us. Gotta be udon, man. Oh, that's pretty cute. Hold on. Well, I guess I'll take this picture. I'll take the screenshot later, actually. I'm not gonna take a screenshot now. I learned my lesson from my other visual novel playthroughs. If I take a screenshot, I take a screenshot of everything. Everything is annoying to crop, so I'll just wait till I have one screen left. What now? You spot some cute pets at the pet shop or something? Alright, she's pretty good. I can feel myself blushing, so I look away, flustered. She tucks my sleeve. Oh man, oh man, I don't know. That made me pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, she's pretty cute. Cause when she said senpai, senpai, and then I read it. Did I read it out loud? I don't remember if I read it out loud. She tugged my sleeve. I imagined her tugging the sleeve while saying senpai, and that shit kind of got me a little bit. I do like that. Huh? Here's something I least expected. I turned and looked back at her. Damn. It is true. She's right, but I'm in the same boat, Mashiro. I couldn't pull it off without you. It was our combined efforts that made it all possible. And that's how I'll always be. From now on, we'll always be a team. Aww. It's pretty cute. We assist each other, hand in hand, no matter what hard face we face. That's the kind of relationship we have. So you don't have to thank me. Helping you is a natural thing for me to do. I guess I should be too. Thank you for keeping our promise, Mashiro. We both bow our heads. Feel the power. Bro. Last lonely man, sir. What's the emote for Wonder World? Bro, what's the emote? That's the new emote, man. Always subbing. 11 months. 11 months of Last Lonely Man, sir. Randomly popping in the stream and just randomly subbing for no reason. Look at this. You just missed the entire H scene though, man. You missed the H scene. Much better, give her an eye patch. Appreciate the subscription, Last Lonely Man. Welcome back for 11 months. Almost a year. Damn, bro. Really appreciate it. We just married this lowly. I wouldn't call her a lowly. That's my Kohan. She's mad cute, so hands off. We look each other in the eyes and start laughing. Yeah, that was definitely a little embarrassing. Put some effort. Mashiro moves the conversation forward with that. In what way? Mashiro's over 18, but she's still a first year. First year, but still 18. I'll believe it. Wait, I have to believe it. Yes, of course. Of course. Let me see. Pet store. Listen, Mashiro. There's only so many hours in one day. Surprise present? First year college? Bro, what the fuck? Oh my god. I swear to god, somebody else said first year college too. It sounded like a regular joke that I just don't know about. They call college high school. High school is like college in Japan, because you gotta apply for them. Actually, I applied for my high school. I had to take like a real test, because it was like a, what do they call it, a magnet school or something like that. So I do apply for my high school. I had to take a test. I don't know how it's like college in Japan. I guess that's how you choose your career or something. It's like the first year of college or something, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Oh shit, my last name? Hold up, what she said? Damn, what present does she want? She want my last name. What's my last name? Messiah. That'll be a little too much of a surprise.
さすがに冗談です。先輩には私と今日のコースを全部回るという重大な任務がありますから。
Damn. So you were serious about that. So she does want that present too, but she's putting it on hold. Guess I'll keep on lookout for something else to get her for now.
まずは
First up, we haven't even decided on a place to go, but Mashiro already walking on ahead. She really can't contain her excitement. I can't see her face when I'm walking behind her like this. But even so, I know she's beaming with joy.
さあ、行きましょう、先輩。
Senpai! Oh, she killed it with the senpai. I fucking love it. She wants my visa. Isn't it the other way around? I'm the weeb here. I'm trying to be in Japan. So I want her last name. Finn. Mashiro Finn. The end. I take that back. That epilogue made up a lot of things. I think this route is very good. Not amazing. Not good, but very good. Right? That's like a 7. A 7 for me. Wow. I am what I am. You can't change me. You can't change who I am. The end. The next round, you already know.